The number one reason we're invited in to speak with grade 8s is photo sharing. This is a bigger topic than what we think it is. It's not just about kids sharing photos, and it's not necessarily strangers. There's a lot to this. If we look at what's going on with kids in grade 8, they're in bodies they don't recognize. They don't recognize their friends. There's a lot of hormones going on. Their relationships are all over the place. They're having their first crushes. Their parents have checked out usually in grade 8. It's a very complicated year for them. And then at the same time, we give them social media and devices. And so what we'll see is kids send unsolicited photos to people they have crushes on. This is usually girls to boys, in order to get their crush to like them. We'll see people who are in relationships, because they're going to get married someday and have cats together, that they'll be sharing photos. We'll see high school students approaching younger sisters that are in grade 8. That's a really big problem, is high school students approaching younger kids. So it's a very complicated thing. The thing that we need to make our kids understand it's not about the photo sharing, it's about creating a safe place for them to tell us when it's happening. Because in grades 7 and 8, about 50% of kids will tell us that they have a friend who has received a request that makes them feel unsafe, or has received an unsolicited photo. That's nerve-wracking for us as parents. By grade 9, it goes up to 75% of females specifically, but it is happening to guys as well. By the time a girl is in grade 12, 97% of them have been asked or sent a photo that they didn't ask for. Another big problem here is the sexual violence that happens in the direct messages when they say no. There's threats, there's name calling, there's a lot of violence that comes with the ability to say no. We'll see kids in grade 7, 8, and 9 choose to send a photo because they think it will stop the harassment. And that's their inability to predict long-term consequences. They're thinking, this person won't leave me alone. If I just send them a photo, it will stop, and it doesn't stop it. There's a lot of brain science around this. So we really have to make sure we're open to that conversation, that if our kids come to us and say, somebody asked me or I sent, that rather than dealing with it with fury, we deal with it with compassion and understanding and take a step back and make sure that they're safe, because safe is the priority, not where it happened, how it happened, who it happened with. Safe is the priority.